The time is 8:14 p.m. Good evening. Dangote refinery to employ 57,000 personnel. Aliko Dangote. The President, Chief Executive Dangote Industry Limited, Aliko Dangote, has unveiled plans to increase the human capacity at the Dangote refinery project site from 40,000 to 57,000 personnel in the coming months. According to him, the project currently employs 29,000 Nigerians and 11,000 foreigners at the 650,000 barrels per day, world's largest single refinery project located at Ibejuleki area of Lagos. This is a ratio of around 3 Nigerians to 1 expatriate at present, which will increase for local talents with the new additions. Speaking in Lagos in a recent broadcast which aired on Arise TV, Dangote said the refinery project remained the biggest in Africa and one of the biggest in the world, adding that many Nigerians were getting massive trainings as a way to build in country capacity. He said, when we started the project, we were supposed to bring a lot of foreign workers, but as we speak today, we have less than 11,000 expatriates. We have almost about 29,000 Nigerian workers that are getting massive training. We are also creating a lot of capacity in the country, which will be of great help for future oil projects in Nigeria, most especially with the opening up of the oil industry through the new Petroleum Industry Act. The business mogul said that construction of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery was informed by his desire to help the federal government tackle the lingering issue of petroleum products importation. He said, "It makes me feel terrible to see a country as big and resourceful as Nigeria, with high population, importing all its petroleum products. It is very painful. So we decided it is time to tackle this challenge. We tried before in 2007, but we were unable to make it happen. So we jettisoned the idea." What actually inspired me is when you look at what happened in Nigeria, like India, when entrepreneurs went ahead and created about 5 million barrels per day oil refinery. This country does not have as much oil as Nigeria. Nigeria is here sitting on over 2.4 million barrels per day at a point, and we do not refine the oil we produce. Here, we have a country of over 200 million people, and we are importing 100% of what we consume. It is not sustainable. If you go to some places in Nigeria, you will discover that there are petrol stations that are not working. This actually pushed me into saying that this is a big challenge which needed to be addressed urgently. Because I am a Nigerian, and if there are issues to be sorted out, I should be one of those who will bring solutions to our national problems. Dangote described the refinery project as an investment that will transform the economies of countries in sub-Saharan Africa. This refinery is going to help transform not only oil sector, it is going to assist to transform the entire economy of Nigeria and all the countries in sub-Saharan Africa. It is unfortunate that all sub-Saharan African countries are importing petroleum products, and this is not what it is supposed to be. It is not government's responsibilities alone to address the challenge of petroleum product importing in Nigeria. So we have to collaborate with the government to tackle these issues of petroleum importation. It will put millions of people directly and indirectly at work. The refinery is going to massively transform the economy. But this transformation, government will have more money to take care of infrastructure, health, education. So it is a massive transformational project, he added. Dangote emphasized the need for the country to shift attention from crude oil export and diversify the economy. We should not, as a country, be comfortable with generating revenue from crude oil export alone, because tomorrow people may not need crude oil. If we don't move from crude oil to something else, we will have issues as a country. This is one of the things that I took upon myself to help address in this country, Dangote said. And the news analysis is quite simple. As per the issue of refinery, that has been a very delicate or fundamental issue going on in the country, and we know that for quite some times now, Dangote has actually been working on the refinery, and he said that he has plans to increase the human capacity of the Dangote refinery project site from 40,000 to 57,000 personnel in the coming months. And according to him, the project currently employs about 29,000 Nigerians and 11,000 foreigners at the 650,000 barrels per day world's largest single refinery project, which is located in Ibejuleki area of Lagos. At a particular point in time, there have been some rumors that it was actually going to, that people that are actually going to work in that refinery were going to be foreigners. But he said that as we speak today, that they have less than 11,000 expatriates, but Nigerian workers that are there are the highest, about 29,000 about 29,000 Nigerian workers, and that they are creating a lot of capacity in the country, which will help the future of oil projects in Nigeria, most especially in opening up oil industry through the new Petroleum Industry Act (PIB). And he says that one of the things that gave him concern or that gave him inspiration about this is that most of the times he thinks about the petroleum product importation of Nigeria, which is one of the major means of income. And he was like, very soon the world is actually changing. Very soon the countries that we actually importing all these things into may actually not need crude oil again, because the world is actually advancing, and it is very dangerous for us to rely on that as our major source. And he says that his desire was to help the federal government to tackle this lingering issue of petroleum product importation. And he says that Nigeria is sitting on over 2.4 million barrels per day at a point, and we do not even refine oil products here. And we have a country of about 200 million people, and we are importing 100 barrel per day. That this is very, very quite unusual, and it will affect the country's economy if care is not taken. He therefore noted that it is not the government's responsibility alone to address the challenge of petroleum product importation in Nigeria, that we all have to collaborate with the government to tackle these issues of petroleum importation. And if we put millions of people directly and indirectly at work, the refinery is going to massively transform the economy, and by this transformation the government will have more money to take care of infrastructure, health, education, and so it is a massive transformational project indeed. The time is 8:29 p.m. Good evening.